Welcome, Gemini, to your March 7th through the 12th reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, let's get in here and see what is going on with you. Best messages coming out. 7th through the 12th. 7th through the 12th, please. Messages. I mean, the Three of Pentacles coming out is talking about that teamwork, learning to build something. It could be a relationship. You guys could be getting married. That is a card of marriage as well. But this is also preparing yourself, right, for some teamwork. I like it. It's going to be a lot of collaboration this week. I'm really enjoying that, guys. Could be some special engagements that are going to pop up spontaneously. You just don't know, right? Because that's also saying, hey, maybe we're going to a wedding. Who knows, right? This is also about being the leader, taking on leadership roles with the Justice card. And new ideas coming out. It really looks to me, that there's going to be a lot of learning about something, paying good attention to something that's popping up. For some of you, it might even be a legal thing that's going on. If you know you're in some kind of legal battle or divorce or something that's going on in the legal area of your life, there's definitely feeling like, you know what, there's a lot of knowledge and information that I need to explore about this case, or I need to get that information out to the judge. I mean, this could be the judge, right? The man sitting on the throne over here. For others of you, it's just talking about something that's in demand, something that's demanding you to say, you know what, I need to collaborate with this situation. It could be a thing that you and the boss are needing to collaborate at this time. And you might even feel like you might have to juggle more than your fair share when it comes to this situation, right? So let's see why. Clarifying on the Emperor over here. What's going on over here? Moving in the right direction on this journey. Queen of Swords. Yeah, definitely feeling like there's something very justified over here. Something that needs to be spoken about. Something about this teamwork, this collaboration, whether it's in the house, the work, on the legal team, like I said, the legal side of matters, and having the Ace of Wands. So definitely some kind of project, some kind of like I said, some kind of engagement, something that you need to do. Maybe you are meeting up with a partner, right? And you're prioritizing things, learning to build this business together. Something that's going on over here that's going to really, it really needs your attention. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Some kind of creative outlet or new intellectual project coming as well. I'm seeing that because of the creativity that's coming out of the Ace of Wands. So whatever is going on over here this week, it's definitely saying that it's calling to your attention. It's saying you need to keep your attention, right here so that we can work together. It's definitely something about building something and working together this 7th through the 12th over here, and needing to prepare to move forward with the situation. It could be a lot that makes you feel like there is boundaries. Now we have the Queen of Swords coming out as clearing those boundaries, getting that direct communication out there. You might be, speaking your truth about the situation, but it's about also boundaries again as you're gearing up. You might be, hey, you know what? I am in this last stance. If we don't get this cleared or get this together, there may be some falling out, and we don't want the falling out. We want the what? We want the new with the Ace of Wands. We want that new beginning, that opportunity, and the growth. So whatever it is, it's a crucial time right now to kind of take on this kind of maybe creative outlet, this looking at things from a different perspective, getting this across the way it needs to come across. Yeah, it has to move. And there is a lot of you being in control as well. So it does feel like, you know what, if I don't step up and kind of take the reins over here, this is not going to go the way I want it to go. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So it's like kind of taking that moment to say, this is where things need to be done. If I don't do it this way, we're going to have a problem. Right? It's going to take a lot of confidence to really get this going. Clarifying on that situation is weighing on on certain decisions. There's going to be a lot of decisions that are coming up. You might have felt like there was a little stagnation before that was happening because of so many different choices. I feel like that's where you're learning to navigate. That's where you're having that thirst of knowledge and wanting to, kind of speak your truth over here about this is how it's going to go. Okay. Wanting their support. Yeah, because you have all these new ideas, but it does feel like you want their support in this situation. You want them to be on the same page with you. Absolutely. Because you're using your intuition and you have all this coming out and you're saying this is where the honesty is. Honestly, I think this is where we should go with this situation. Honestly, this is how, this went down. This is the way it's going to go. Excuse me. And if you don't like the way it's going, I'm going to become the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and I'm going to make sure that I'm having the direct communication where that direct communication is 100% needed. So you're not going to let anything be swept underneath the rug this week. You're not going to allow that to just kind of get pushed out of the way. It's kind of like, oh no, I'm not going to be the elephant in the room this week. Don't worry about that. Because you know what? I see exactly where this is going, and I'm going to make sure that I'm standing up for myself and for my ideas so that we can collaborate and get this done. Because it just feels like if you're not there, right, and determined to build this up, right, and if you feel like they're trying to get away with something, you're saying, no, come back over here because we're supposed to be a team. We're going to do this together. Right? So this is one of those things you're going to say, I'm not going to not look around and notice all the things, that are coming out of this situation. I'm going to look at everything. I'm going to inspect everything. With the High Priestess, you're like inspecting everything. Right? But yeah, I do think that there is going to be wanting to have their external validation as well. I want to hear what you have to say too. I'm sure you don't want to just sit over there. Right? And, say this is what's all going to happen. Come on, we're a team. I'm supposed to listen to what you want to say too. Absolutely. Nurture the situation. Say that you want to do something too. Put your advice in. You're waiting for them to also give advice back. Why does it feel like you're only doing it all? Right? So you're ready to go all in and not afraid to speak that truth, to get that out there, as somebody else may be holding back. But yeah, I see you looking at the full spectrum of the situation, whatever it might be. And that's good though, because this is going to transform it. It's going to shift things around for you. Yeah. Hey, somebody might not like it though, because they're going to say this is such a sudden change of what's going on within the situation. And then, but you're having this sudden insight, but they're saying, wait, this could cause kind of a disaster because it's going in a little bit of a different area of where we were going before. But you're saying, no, because I know that that's where it's going to lead. That's where it's going to lead to the overall conclusion to the situation. That's where we're going to make things happen. That's where things are going to grow. That's where the success is going to come from. Oh, okay. Yeah, achieving in good investments. You're saying this is where the investment is. This is how we win. This is how we put all this together. I would just be careful because it just seems like they're kind of like, holding. Why do I feel like they're holding back? And that's why you need to take the reins. You're kind of like, but you're not seeing it the way it needs to be seen. Kind of feel that. So just kind of watch that because it feels like you're going to have to, rise to power. And I think it's kind of interesting because you're sitting over there becoming the emperor, but I think you're dealing with an emperor. That's what I think is very interesting in the situation. You're dealing with this bigger, maybe boss type person, the person that's used to taking the reins, and they're kind of like slacking. And you're kind of like, okay, well, if you're going to kind of slack and not, so it's kind of like, But you're the emperor. You're supposed to be dealing with this. Taking the reins away from the emperor, becoming the gorilla. Couldn't say it anymore. Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, and especially your family members or anyone around you. So, but I think it's interesting. It's like when they do speak, make sure that you are listening to what they are trying to say. But I think it's really crazy though, because you're going to harness in your own power over here. This one says, be the walrus and remain vigilant, about the current situation, and pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. But I think that's pretty much what's kind of going on here with the High Priestess, because you're saying, I'm listening to my higher intuition, and my higher intuition says, this is where we're supposed to go. Well, that's where that direct communication comes from, right? As being that Queen of Swords. Right? You're saying that opportunity is knocking. All we have to do is just get that information, get that news, seek that, but we have to do this together. But it's going to be bold steps that you have to take together. Oh my gosh. It's like, are they going to, are they listening? Because if they're really listening and paying attention to this scenario that's about you guys, right, and what's going on within this situation, no matter where it is, right, there will be long-term rewards. We see it twice. We see it with the Ace of Wands. We see it with the Knight of Pentacles that says, yeah, it's a good investment. It's going to take it'll be a little slow when it comes through. But we also have the rewards over here. But they just have to understand that this has to be teamwork, right? I don't care if it's even a lawyer. It's like maybe your lawyer is not really listening to you. And you're like, would you listen to me, right? This is the way it was. Okay. Okay, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.